Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am JayLee. This is JLeesCorner. This is my review for Married at First Sight, Season 12, Episode 8. Okay? Episode 8. It is getting more and more foolish by the day, but it's okay because I'm here to review it all and whatnot. Do not forget to subscribe to my channel to become a whole JayBird, and all that goodness and stuff, okay? Do not forget to like this video, comment in the comment section, share on your social media by hitting the little share button. You can also follow me on social media on IG and Twitter at J_Lees_Corner. The link to all of that is in the description box below. Remember to relax, to relate, to release, to center yourself and everyone around you. And as always, inhale and exhale, because honey, the foolishness will make you want to breathe and whatnot. Okay, I think that's all I gotta say. Let's move on to the show. Okay, I feel like the show was really boring today. I'm like, not even much happened with the couples. I was like, girl, I was dozing off and stuff and whatnot. But let's see what we can see with the couples or whatever. So first up, we have Ryan and Clara. I feel like they didn't give much this episode at all. I'm gonna edit this as we see it. Okay, yeah, they didn't give much at all to me. I feel like we didn't even really see them until like the second hour. There was a scene where all the couples met up, but now I will say at that little chit chat, Clara brings up to Haley and Brianna, because Paige wasn't there and neither was Virginia, that, you know, they have still not had sex. Yep, Ryan has still not gave her the sausage of it all or whatever. And she even brings up for the first few days, they didn't even kiss. Girl, Ryan, what is you doing? Do you really like Clara? I don't know, whatever. So she feels like she worries, you know what I'm saying? Like, what if he's waiting for this grand feeling, this grand gesture of emotions to want to take things further with her, meaning to have sex. And she like, I'm ready for the dick now. Like, we are married. We've been married for a couple weeks now. I don't know why they're not having sex either. I feel like I get not having sex like the first day or so, but I mean, it's just weird to me that he ain't banged her out this shit or whatever. He either got really bad dick or really good dick. Either way it go, she not getting it just yet or whatever. Now, each couple has a housewarming, so to speak, with a couple friends over whatever. And so if they're the housewarming, Clara's friends could not make it for some reason. I think they got sick or something. So she invited Brianna and Clara. Now, Brianna and Haley, that's what it was, okay? And so I'm like, okay, that's fine. Now, as they sitting around having a good time, it was a good time had by all and whatnot, but I feel like it's some bullshit afoot. Like they're avoiding their differences and avoiding talking about them or whatever. And that could also be the reason he ain't banged her out there, because he know it's some differences between them. She brings up how she's never seen him without his shirt on. How do you live with someone and vacation with someone for 2 weeks and they never walk around with no shirt? Ryan, we've seen you with no shirt on because you did it in the episodes. How you have to take your shirt off for your wife to see your body? What are you hiding, right, Ryan? Something ain't right, and I don't know what. It's like, what is he hiding, girl? Look, Clara is sexually frustrated. She said, I want some penis. He won't give it to me. He won't let me slip his shirt off to see his body. I am tired of the bull of the shit. She gonna snap. She gonna stab him. She might stab his penis off. Who knows? But again, that was really all there was to Ryan and Clara. If it was more, oh well. Okay, we then have Haley and Jacob. Okay, Haley and Jacob is getting better this particular episode. They like each other a little bit more, or at least they're talking more to figure out if they can like each other. Now, Haley meets with her friend or whatever, and she's just like, you know, we had these issues on the honeymoon. He got mad at me or whatever. He then said sorry or whatever. He dressed really weird. He's into 80s. And the friend like, so you don't like him because how he dresses? What? You are being nitpicky, bitch. No, don't do that. Like, you can't do that or whatever. You keep saying things about him. But what are you doing to help and fix things to get to a whole other level. Nothing. Whatever. The friend brings somebody, you always try to run away from me. You always be backtracking or whatever. You don't want to look back at this experience and realize that you did not really give it your all. I'm saying, this is not dating, Haley. This is marriage. I'm like, okay, the friends is coming through. What a good word or whatever. And I'm like, let him know. And she also tells, like, this isn't just about you, it's about him too. So you can't only feel how you feel. You have to also think about him too. You can't just shut down the road like you usually do. I'm like, friend read her down like, girl, I know you. You on some bullshit. At least get to know him before you dismiss him. And that's what Haley was not doing. The fact that she complained about his clothes that he brought on the honeymoon. She said, who brings those kind of clothes on the honeymoon? Someone who don't know where they're going. Okay? Now, at their housewarming or whatever, the friends came over. It was a nice little chit-chat. They talked and talked and talked. And we later on see them sitting around and chit-chat and chit-chat and chit-chat. I was bored. I dozed off again or whatever, but I'm happy to see them trying to get to know each other, how they're talking about what they do and don't like. Like, you can tell now they're both trying or whatever, but I'm like, I don't know if they gonna make it. Because, sometimes things look bleak or whatever, okay? So that was really it with Jacob and Haley. Eric and Virginia, okay? The pilot and the drunk. Because I still feel like she has a whole drinking problem or whatever. So Virginia is out of town right now for a wedding. So he was like walking the dogs or whatever. He like meets up with Ryan as he walking the dogs too, and they chit chat. Now he tells Ryan, "We're doing good. We're doing good or whatever." Sometimes I give her space because sometimes she needs her space. And he tells us in the confessional that at times when she's like working or whatever, he tried to like walk up to her and give her a hug, and that seems to irritate her. Well, because she's working, okay. But I mean, when you at home with someone, you supposed to want to get a little snazzy or whatever. A little hug won't hurt nobody. Virginia doesn't need to be married. Is that proper English? Virginia doesn't. I don't think that's proper English. She should not be married. She is not a wife right now. She wants to party and have fun. She doesn't want to really be with someone, as a husband and wife. She thinks she do, but she don't. They're gonna get divorced. Anyway, but he says how, her kind of dismissing him when he's trying to give her a hug or whatever makes his feelings be hurt. I'm like, okay, if you say so. Now we do see later on he goes and talks with a friend or whatever. He brings up how, she likes to go and do things or whatever. She doesn't really run it by me first. And when he said, she was go do it and not ask me if it's okay. I said, she don't have to ask you if it's okay. It's a different way to say, I just want her to know what she's doing. You know what I'm saying? Not ask me, but say, hey, babe, I'm going to go here. So, but he really feels as if she should not tell him what she doing. She should run it by him. She's not your child or your employee. She's your wife. Eric, shut the fuck up. Anyway, the friend brings about, well, you have to be sure to not try to be like talking down to her. You don't want to make it seem to be like a life coach who needs someone to like check in with you or whatever. Eric really do think he's a life coach, but I'm like, you're a horrible asshole right now because you really, I need her to run it by me. I'm looking like, why? And the fact that you really feel like she has to check in with you so much, it's concerning and alarming for me. Now, she comes back home after the wedding or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And they chit-chatting. And he brings up, I really hope that you miss me. I want you to miss me when you're gone. And she said, well, I was worried about you wanting me to consistently communicate with you while I was gone. Because, again, he always said, like, I want to talk to her all the time. This one said, well, no. Not constant, not a constant communication. What we did was good. Like, we talked like every hour or two. That's good for me. Talking to somebody every hour or two throughout the day is crazy. He's creepy. And he don't even know. He may know that he don't care. He's a white man. I'm gonna leave that be. At the housewarming, he's still being creepy guy because he really feel like her guy friends may not really be her guy friends. They may want to really bang her out or whatever. And they're just acting like they friends or whatever. So he wants to, see how her friends are. I'm like, that's just kind of dumb. They sit around, take some shots, talk about drinking or whatever, and like the friends seem to think she's great. His friends know she's great. But I mean, she's also alcoholic. But again, you know what I'm saying? They realize that she's a party girl too. But they say, the party girl in her could pull out some of his I'm in a shellness or whatever. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, no, like he's deep into a shell like a turtle, and she's out in the ocean like a mermaid swimming naked. You know what I'm saying? It's just two different things. Like it's real different. She's a whole full fledged. I want to party all the time, party all the time, party all the time. And I'm like, that I am. If she was a little bit of a partier, that would be cool or whatever. But no, she's a full fledged, all day, every day party girl. I'm like, it ain't gonna work. So one of her friends asked him to chit chat separately out on the balcony, and then he brings up how, I just want to bring up how, you don't want to try to be too controlling with her. Like that will kind of, that would kind of make her not like you. And I do feel like she's probably told them things on how she feels. So friend, like, okay, let me put you up on game. Like, don't control her. Like, don't do that or whatever. And like, our only issue, it's our age. I'm older, she's younger, so we're at different phases in life. And I wonder if she's ready for this commitment. I'm like, are you ready? Because you keep stalking that lady when she's on vacation at a fucking wedding, okay? But the friend brings up, no. I talk to her all the time or whatever. She is really ready for this. Like, she really wants to do this. She is ready for this level of commitment. Bullshit, because she still needs a break from her husband that she's been married to for just 2 weeks. Okay, neither of them are ready for marriage. Okay, he just needs somebody to cook, clean, and be at home when he comes home and flying. She needs AA. Now Eric brings up how since talking to her friends and hanging out with them or whatever, he no longer has any worries that they may be trying to bang her on now. I'm like, oh, okay, and he feel like, I think we can really work this out. I don't see it working out because the pilots and the drunk. Anyway, we then have the girl, say Brianna and Vincent. So last we saw these two, they was fussing or whatever I'm saying. Now he walked out on the fussing and the argument. I'm going home. I am leaving. I am going home. And then he left. I'm like, well, bro, you live there though. That is your home. Now we figure out or find out that he only made it to the parking lot. He made it to the parking lot and now he's back. And I'm in the bed talking or whatever. And she's like, what I'm saying? I can't believe he left. But at least he came back. Now he brings up how, he realized that as he was trying to leave that, I can't walk away. I'm married now. She's my wife. I have to be able to be supportive of her and I can't just walk out on her. So he came back. I'm like, boy, bye. Anyway, she brings up how she's not realized the thing that she was saying was offensive to him. She thought she was like, ha ha ha. I'm saying that I wasn't saying things to laugh at you. I thought I was laughing with you. When I said, oh, you're doing a video, I didn't mean anything by that or whatever, and I don't want you to feel like I am trying to tease you or demean you or disrespect you. That was not my intent. Now, in my opinion, Vincent was still being an asshole and kind of still being in his feelings or whatever, but I have to remember this is right during the fight. Like, he has had any time like calm down or whatever. So, but again, he was still being an asshole because he's mad over something so little, so petty, it aggravates my spirit or whatever. So, he's listening to her talk, but I feel like he's not really being openly receptive to it. He's just letting her talk and like he still feels how he feels or whatever. I can appreciate him not blowing up again and listen to her or whatever, but I still feel like I don't like how he handles his anger, and I feel like it's gonna blow up eventually and we're gonna hate him, but I'm like, we'll see. So we do see Vincent goes and hangs out with his friend, and he tells his friend what happened or whatever. He explained the whole, champagne spillage on the shirt on the floor, I got upset, blah 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 situation, and the friend laughs. The friend is laughing as he's explaining, I popped the bottle, it spilled everywhere, got on me, whatever. The friend was like, okay, to me it was a funny moment. He took it how she did. It was a funny moment. So, be like, so you was gonna go home over that? Like, that little? well, I just didn't like how she had. I wish she would have. Why didn't she like get a napkin or whatever and help me clean my shirt? Why was she? And he was like, "You sound dumb. You can't expect her to do what you would do in that moment." He said if it was her who wasted champagne, he would have got something to help her clean her clothes off. He said so that's what he would have done. So he was upset that she did not do that. Right. You can't get mad at someone for not doing what you would do in a situation. And again, y'all don't know each other. So y'all gonna react to things differently, but you have to stop doing that, Vinny. He like you have to learn to respond better and get out of your own head when you feel as if someone's doing something or saying something for the wrong reasons. That's just you in your head. Like, don't do that or whatever. But the fact he said, her not cleaning off your shirt was not disrespectful, dummy, and you left because of that. And I like how the friend did not let him feel like he was right for being upset, even though that's how he felt. It's like, yeah, but it was a dumb reason to be upset or whatever. I'm like, boy, boom. So then we see at their housewarming, they play a game where they're giving facts about themselves so the whole family can get to know them or whatever. It was cool, it was fun or whatever. The mama did like her. You know what I'm saying? That was good. And a good time was had by all. It was fun. Happy Vincent. Now I'm leaving out this motherfucker Vincent or whatever. You can tell he has two different sides to him. Because when he's good, nice Vincent or whatever, he's all soft spoken and really, really nice. When he's upset, he's different or whatever. So again, they had fun. That was really all it was with them two. So they're on better footing, but I feel like we just waiting for Vince's next blow up. And then lastly, punk ass Chris and dumbass Paige. I still feel like Paige is dumbass Paige. I'm not gonna tell my man with that. I just Chris met with his pastor and a friend. Boom. Okay, well I guess I'll move dumbass Chris and punk ass Chris, dumbass Paige. So Chris went to meet with his pastor, the dude in the blue shirt, and then the other friend in the black suit or whatever. And he's meeting with them and tell them all the bullshit he has caused over the last few weeks or whatever. So they all sit down or whatever. The two dudes even start joking about what Chris is going to tell them. Whatever. Oh, I bet you got Paige pregnant. Yep, I bet you got them twins. They're laughing, thinking he's talking to them about his wife being pregnant. Not the wife. Anyway, he then say, hey, so I'm getting divorced from Paige. Okay, I'm going to divorce her. I was not attracted to her from the moment I saw her. I still had sex with her because I was trying to gain attraction. Okay, that didn't work. Found out that she was pregnant. And so now I want to be with the ex because she's having my baby. And they are both shocked. Look, bruh, the look on they it was like, what the fuck is wrong? Look, I really feel like Pastor Cute Man wanted to say, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like, are you dumb? Are you dumb? Yes, he's dumb. Dumb, 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 dumb. But, Pastor texted me and he's like, you went before God and made a vow. Like, you made a whole good decision in marrying Paige or whatever. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, wife trumps an ex. So why would you want to divorce your wife based on your ex? That makes no sense. Wife trumps ex in a marriage with the vow you made before God or whatever. You know what I'm saying? If the child is yours, you don't have to be with the mom just because of the child, okay? And Chris is like not really listening or whatever. Y'all don't get my point. Y'all don't get it. Y'all just don't get it, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, shut the fuck up. I want to focus on being a father. And the pastor said, you can focus on that of being a father even better with Paige as your wife, okay? You don't have to not be with her in order to be a father to your child. Chris just doesn't want Paige for some reason, and I feel like he's making up shit to not be with her to get him off the hook, but Paige won't let go or whatever. I'm gonna leave that be. So the other friend then brings up, you need Paige, you need Paige in your life, like the person she is. She's a great woman that you need to get to. Do not throw it away. lose a good thing. He who finds a good wife finds a good life. You have a good person in Paige. Paige does have all the goodness of a good wife, but at the same time, it's a bit of stupidity in there. I'm like, girl, please walk away, okay? Now, I'm sorry, y'all. They like, you have found a rare diamond with Paige. Like, don't lose this rare gem in her based on you being selfish. You need to be accountable for all the people you have hurt in this decision to, one, get married, and then two, divorce the woman you chose to marry 10 days ago or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Chris at this point is like, I'm done with the conversation. I don't want to talk to him. Like, he is checked out. He's on his phone. I'm like, how you on TV being rude to the pastor, to your friend, the pastor? What is wrong with punk ass Chris? Oh, I forgot he's a punk ass Chris. Okay, so pastor says to me, like, Chris, you making a whole ass selfish decision. Like, your decision is very, very selfish. It's not selfish. I'm done, girl. I'm like. He is a child, okay? We then see Paige gets a call from Chris, okay? Chris, this fool called his wife to ask his wife can she meet up with him to have a chit chat with him, her, and the baby mama. I'm like, girl, and she's like, I'll think about it. I have to see how I feel. If I want to allow that into my spirits, I have to see. I'll let you know. But they meet up. Punk ass Paige, girl. Punk ass Chris, dumbass Paige, does meet up with Mercedes, okay? This is Mercedes. This is Chris's ex-fiance / baby mama, whatever. And I'm like, girl, it's you, me, and she. It's what it is or whatever. So Paige, like, I don't even know if lady really pregnant. I have not seen the pregnancy test. I have not seen a sonogram or whatever. I haven't even seen proof that she had a doctor visit. I do think it's weird that Chris hasn't at least showed her a sonogram, but they were on vacation, okay? Her issue was, I don't know what's real because I ain't seen shit or whatever. So she asked, oh girl, well, how far along are you? Oh, I'm like 7 weeks. I mean, she said it as if it was a lie, but I'm not gonna say that anyway. But she tells Paige, like, I have no like ill feelings towards you at all. At all. Okay, that's fine. I'm saying. She asked if you knew about him getting married before, and she's like, no, I found out after I told him I was pregnant. And she brings up how she was shocked and confused because, again, we were engaged, so how is he now married to someone else wholeheartedly or whatever? So Paige brings up how, I don't have any questions really. If you have some, I'm open to answer whatever you may have for me. She brings about the timeline doesn't really match up, whatever, how the events that's going on is so confusing to her or whatever, and that Chris told her that he wanted, he was scared he may fall in love with her, whatever. So Paige just letting Mercedes know all the things that Chris has poured into her, all the bullshit of it all, whatever, and she then said, because I was worried that I could have been pregnant too, and she said, by who? I said, bitch, by Chris. When Mercedes said, I said, bitch, who you think? Her husband, okay? And she was like, by Chris. You can tell that Chris was not being fully honest with either lady, because it seems as if Chris was making it seem as if him and Paige maybe had sex once or twice or whatever, but that was it. But it wasn't like raw dog, get her pregnant sex. Everyday sex or whatever. And so, she's like, I can't believe he didn't tell me all of that. Girl, Chris is a liar. Clearly, Chris the whole time is sitting there not saying shit. The most he said was, I just here so that y'all can talk and get things. I'm like, shut the fuck up, Chris. All he said like one statement and that was it. So Chris brings up how he never thought that Paige could have been pregnant. Yes, Chris, but you can tell he's trying to, he doesn't want to ruin something with Mercedes. And it's like Mercedes is getting more info as she's talking to Paige or whatever. So Paige brings up how her intentions have been pure since the beginning, but not him. Because clearly during the process, he was fucking her at least 7 weeks ago or whatever. Chris then saying, well, man, I have pure intentions too. No, the fuck you did not, Chris. You old lying bastard. Paige, like, no. Because, you still have feelings for Mercedes coming into this. That means you were not pure coming here because you still care for someone else or whatever. And then the whole time you can see Mercedes like, wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? If Chris made it seem like we working things out, you know what I'm saying? We not doing it. Like, that's not my intent right now at all. So yeah, that ain't happening. I can tell that they probably was, but as she's talking more to Paige, she realized Chris on some bullshit or whatever. He's on some full fragging bullshit. So Paige like, well, if he not getting back with her, then why is he divorcing me? Because he don't want Paige. He really felt like, well, damn, I now have her out. She pregnant. I can get out of this. But Paige ain't won't leave. The fact that she like, we not getting back together is a clear, concise thing to me that Chris just don't want you, okay? But I'm gonna leave that be. So Paige brings up how he made a whole decision to get married or whatever. Chris cut her off. You can talk to me. I'm like, she's like, no. I'm talking to Mercedes. I'm like, Chris, shut up. So at this point, Chris now shut down. Chris is mad. He's irritated. You can see in his face, his whole demeanor is just him saying, fuck this shit. Chris, I don't know what he thought what happened here. I don't know what he expects to happen. I think he's upset that both Paige and Mercedes aren't mad at each other. They're both like, he on some bullshit. They both like, he lied to us both. They both like, because when she said I could have been pregnant, Mercedes looked at Chris like, you motherfucker. I'm up here thinking we good, you mother. So I can tell Chris lying to both women. So, she brings by Chris was so eager. Chris was so eager to hop back into a situation he said was over after getting married to me, and he does not want to be responsible to his wife. That to me is alarming. I'm like, a lot of shit he did should have been alarming overall. But Paige, I can appreciate her being vocal about what happened. She was clear in what he had said to her during the marriage. You know what I'm saying? She had no ill feelings towards Mercedes. Mercedes was also clear, concise over her not knowing he was getting married and got married, her not wanting to be back with him, and how she respected Paige, for how she felt too. And then, Paige, like, I appreciate you coming here to talk to me or whatever, and I'm at peace with the whole situation. I'm done. And Chris just sits there and says, I'm irritated or whatever, I'm ready to go. And he's talking shit. And Mercedes is like checking him. So again, it's something going on between them two. Something. Because again, it's like he's trying to get on Mercedes' good side and not reacting or being supportive of in any way to Paige. It's the weirdest shit ever. Chris then said, I have mentally checked out. I want to make it clear I ain't waiting on game. I'm over it or whatever. He then said, I'm ready to go. I want to get something to eat, watch some games. And he just being rude and dismissive or whatever. He then said that Paige is being rude to him and she's not respecting him. He tried to be nice to her and she's not being nice back. I'm like, motherfucker, what? He then gets up and walks out. Okay? He gets up and walks out after Mercedes told him, no, you're being rude to her. You mad because they not beefing over you. You wanted them to fight over you. Is that what you thought would happen, girl? We then see Mercedes apologizes to Paige on behalf of Chris, okay? And Paige then say, it's time for me to walk away from this. I am okay with that. And that's how it goes off. Girl, I mean, I'm happy no one fought and argued. I'm happy that Mercedes had some sense. But a part of me feel like Chris was hoping that Paige would leave him once she found out Olga was pregnant. And because she did not do that, I might can see putting more sauce on it. But we see the preview next week. He meets up with Paige again to talk to her about how, girl, and it's like at this point, Paige is dumb because she keeps meeting up with him. Girl, I'll talk to y'all later on because it's Thursday. So y'all make sure to come to the Ladies Podcast, Ladies First live tonight. That's on Bobby channel at 9:15 Eastern time or whatever to chit chat about this shit here. Okay, other than that, I'm done. Peace.